Hey, Celtics Nation. We're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Boston Celtics. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. This way, you'll always stay up to date and never miss out on any exclusive news. The sports world woke up to a shocker this morning. A move that no one saw coming and one that immediately sent ripples across every NBA fan forum, sports network, and social media timeline. Celtic, traditionally known for their historic battles on the hardwood and a roster that many assumed was more predictable than revolutionary, have allegedly signed Bobby Portis, a player whose name alone carries weight, notoriety, and a certain undeniable swagger. The rumor first started as a low-key whisper among insiders, a late-night tweet that barely registered, but by mid-morning, it had grown into a full-blown frenzy. Analysts and fans alike are scrambling to make sense of it, debating everything from his potential fit on the court to how this could reshape the team's dynamics, chemistry, and even marketability. There's speculation that the Celtics front office saw this as a golden opportunity to inject some physicality, experience, and veteran savvy into a squad that has often relied on younger, faster players, hoping that Portis could bring a balance they've long sought. Every rumor has its doubters, though, and social media is now split between those cheering the bold move and those questioning whether the signing is purely a gamble, a headline-grabbing stunt that may or may not pay off. What makes this story even juicier is the timing. Reports suggest that the negotiations happened under extreme secrecy, with agents, managers, and team executives all whispering in corners, avoiding leaks until the deal was supposedly finalized. The NBA calendar, currently buzzing with trade talks, draft preparations, and injury updates, suddenly has a new center of attention, and it revolves around a name that, until yesterday, wasn't even linked to the Celtics. Fans are speculating not just on the court performance, but off-court chemistry, contract terms, and even jersey sales. Sports media outlets are running countdowns, panels, and speculative segments dissecting every possible angle, from how Portis might mesh with current stars to whether his addition signals a larger rebuild or simply a one-year, high-risk, high-reward strategy. Rumor mills suggest there could be undisclosed incentives in his contract, performance bonuses, or trade clauses that might activate if certain thresholds are met. The story has quickly escalated from a simple acquisition rumor to a multi-layered narrative that involves strategy, marketing, and a hint of unpredictability, making this move one of the most talked-about whispers in the NBA universe in recent memory. Adding fuel to the rumor fire are reports of insiders claiming they've seen confidential meetings, screenshots of supposedly private messages, and hints dropped on podcast episodes by sources who insist they know a guy who knows a guy. Every bit of information is being dissected, parsed, and sometimes blown out of proportion, but that's the nature of NBA rumors. Once a whisper escapes, it takes on a life of its own. Some analysts suggest that Bobby Portis style, known for aggressive rebounding, sharp mid-range shooting, and a knack for making game-changing plays under pressure, could complement the Celtics' existing roster in unexpected ways. Yet, skeptics point out that his sometimes unpredictable temperament might clash with the team's current culture or coaching philosophy. Fans are weighing in with memes, polls, and hot takes, trying to predict whether this move will lead to a championship push, a mid-season shakeup, or just a headline that will fade with the next trade rumor. The speculation is also colored by the team's historical pattern of making bold, sometimes controversial acquisitions, and the chatter online suggests that this could be another calculated risk intended to dominate headlines, fan discussions, and betting lines alike, making it a story that refuses to quietly settle. Even beyond the basketball implications, the rumored acquisition of Portis is fueling conversations in ways that go beyond the hardwood. Sponsorship deals, brand partnerships, and local sports marketing are all potentially impacted, with insiders suggesting that a high-profile signing like this could boost merchandise sales, ticket demand, and even fan engagement on digital platforms. The Celtics PR machine is reportedly working overtime to manage the narrative, whether to confirm, deny, or strategically leak information to keep fans and media hooked. The rumor itself has become almost a performance, a story that seems to have been crafted to maintain maximum intrigue, with each new leak or hint carefully timed to dominate social feeds and sports commentary. Meanwhile, betting markets are reacting, with lines shifting based on speculation about the team's future performance with PORTIS in the mix. Rumors suggest that even rival teams are paying attention, weighing how this addition could change competitive dynamics in the league. In essence, the story has taken on a life of its own, evolving from a simple player acquisition to a full-blown cultural moment within the NBA, blending athletic strategy with marketing theatrics and fan excitement. Some say this signing, if confirmed, could redefine the Celtics' image for the coming season. Bobby Portis isn't just another player. He carries a reputation for intensity, resilience, and a flair that can turn a game on its head. Rumors indicate that the team might be looking to position itself not only as a championship contender, but as a team that refuses to play it safe, signaling to fans and rivals alike that bold moves are part of the Celtics' DNA. There's chatter that this signing might also influence potential free agents, signaling that the Celtics are willing to invest in high-profile players with personality and skill, potentially attracting others who previously overlooked the franchise. Conversations online speculate whether this is the beginning of a larger strategy, a cascade of aggressive moves designed to shift the balance of power in the Eastern Conference. Even so, some remain cautious, pointing out the challenges of integrating a high-impact player mid-season or during critical off-season planning. The rumor, alive and constantly evolving, is already reshaping discussions about team identity, future strategy, and fan expectations, making the Celtics PORTIS story one of the most talked about and speculative narratives in recent NBA history, a true whirlwind of anticipation. Finally, the human element is making the rumor even more compelling. Stories are emerging of PORTIS' own excitement, cryptic social media posts, and the reactions of his current teammates, who might either welcome or question his potential arrival. Rumors suggest that locker room dynamics, veteran leadership, and coaching strategies could all be influenced by this addition, with insider sources claiming that preseason camps could look dramatically different if he joins. Fans are obsessed with hypotheticals, imagining highlight reels, clutch performances, and even potential conflicts that could either ignite or derail the team's season. The rumor, whether it materializes or not, has captured imaginations, drawing attention not just to a single player, but to the broader narrative of risk, reward, and strategic ambition in professional sports. Every article, every tweet, every discussion is being framed by the possibility that this could be a transformative move for the Celtics, blending speculation, hope, and the tantalizing uncertainty that only rumors of this magnitude can create. It's a story that refuses to fade, one that continues to grow, evolve, and dominate conversations wherever NBA fans gather. As the rumor continues to swirl, analysts are diving into the minutiae of PORTIS' career statistics, dissecting every rebound, every mid-range shot, and every clutch performance to predict how he might impact the Celtics lineup. Speculation is rampant about rotations, playing time, and how head coach strategies might shift to accommodate a player with both physical presence and offensive versatility. Social media platforms are filled with graphics comparing PORTIS to past Celtics legends, fan-made highlight reels, and animated debates over whether his style complements or conflicts with current team stars. Insiders whisper about behind-the-scenes negotiations, suggesting that the contract discussions may have included performance incentives tied to playoff appearances, scoring averages, and defensive metrics, all of which could influence how and when he is deployed on the court. Meanwhile, sports betting lines are adjusting, reflecting a growing perception that PORTIS' rumored signing could alter not just team performance, but also league-wide dynamics, particularly in the Eastern Conference. Even casual fans are drawn into the conversation, sharing opinions, predictions, and what-if scenarios that extend beyond basketball into social, cultural, and media implications, demonstrating how a single-player rumor can ripple across multiple layers of the sports world, affecting perception, expectation, and anticipation. Rumors suggest that PORTIS' rumored arrival could also ignite changes in team leadership dynamics, with veteran players needing to adjust roles and younger stars potentially benefiting from his experience and intensity. Analysts are debating whether his personality, known for being bold, outspoken, and occasionally unpredictable, could either energize or disrupt locker room cohesion. Meanwhile, Celtics fans have taken to online polls, hashtags, and forums to express optimism, skepticism, or strategic musings about how his addition might influence playoff runs or regular season momentum. There's speculation that internal evaluations, past performance reports, and private discussions between coaches and scouts played a major role in this decision, reflecting a calculated risk rather than a spontaneous headline grab. Industry insiders are also hinting at a marketing angle, suggesting that PORTIS flair could attract attention not only from hardcore basketball enthusiasts, but also from casual observers, social media influencers, and even international audiences. The rumor continues to grow as narratives about on-court synergy, contract negotiations, and public relations strategies merge, creating a multidimensional story that captivates audiences, drives online chatter, and blurs the line between rumor, anticipation, and potential reality, keeping fans and commentators in a state of constant speculation. But before we continue, please remember to subscribe to the channel and give the video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest news about the Boston Celtics. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. Adding complexity to the swirling rumor are cryptic comments from agents, former teammates, and even rival players, all hinting that something significant is happening behind the scenes, though none will confirm anything outright. Theories abound that the Celtics are positioning themselves for a surprise shift in team philosophy, using PORTIS' rumored signing as a symbol of intent, signaling that they are willing to take bold moves to challenge established powers in the league. Fans are poring over his previous matchups against Eastern Conference teams, analyzing how his playing style could disrupt opponents, shift defensive schemes, and provide a new offensive dimension. Speculation also touches on media narratives, with rumors suggesting that this signing might be leveraged for promotional campaigns, documentaries, or social media content designed to heighten anticipation and maximize fan engagement. Online chatter ranges from confident predictions of immediate impact to cautious reminders of the unpredictability of integrating a player with strong personality traits into a team with its own established culture. Every leaked report, social media post, and subtle hint is dissected, creating a layered narrative that intertwines athletic strategy, business considerations, and storytelling intrigue, demonstrating how a rumor alone can dominate the conversation long before any official announcement. The rumor has also sparked debates about how this move might affect the Celtics' broader competitive strategy. Some speculate that acquiring PORTIS could be the first in a series of calculated additions, designed to build a team that is both physically imposing and strategically flexible. Others suggest it's a short-term gamble, a one-season experiment aimed at playoff disruption rather than long-term development. Fans are split between optimism and cautious skepticism, creating online threads, podcasts, and live streams dedicated to debating every possible outcome, from immediate game impact to long-term roster consequences. Insiders hint that the front office might be using this rumor to test fan reactions, gauge market excitement, and even influence the perception of other potential free agents, showing that the strategy behind such moves can be as much about optics as actual performance. The narrative is further complicated by the unpredictable nature of NBA seasons, with injuries, trades, and coaching decisions all capable of changing outcomes, adding to the suspense. The PORTIS rumor has effectively become a multi-layered story, combining athletic analysis, strategic speculation, and fan-driven discourse into an ongoing spectacle that refuses to fade from the public eye. Meanwhile, speculation about the financial and contractual dimensions of PORTIS' rumored deal is intensifying. Rumors indicate that his contract might include clauses tied to performance, playoff advancement, and individual statistical milestones, creating incentives for both the player and the organization to maximize success. Analysts are debating whether these potential incentives could influence in-game strategy, player usage, or team morale, while fans are sharing detailed breakdowns and predictions of how much impact he could have on salary cap flexibility, trade potential, and future acquisitions. Conversations online are peppered with hypothetical scenarios, ranging from PORTIS leading a pivotal playoff series to becoming a polarizing figure in locker room dynamics. The rumor's influence extends beyond the court, shaping perceptions of the Celtics' ambition, decision-making acumen, and willingness to take calculated risks. This story has become a living narrative, a rumor that continuously evolves as more subtle hints, leaks, and insider commentary emerge. Each new detail is magnified, discussed, and often debated, illustrating how a single high-profile signing, rumored or real, can dominate sports discourse, fan imagination, and media cycles, creating a story that is as much about intrigue as about basketball itself. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Boston Celtics, please subscribe to our channel and give the video a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.